Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in that lovely little town of Belfair, Washington, Hickville, USA as I love to call it. So welcome to my channel everybody. This is my October 2025 Saturday series video number 3. So if you are new to my channel, please be aware that every month I concentrate on one particular stamp set, suite, or bundle for my Monday and my Saturday series. I do also have a Wednesday series, except for like the first 2 months of football. In October, this month, guys, I'm having 3 videos air on Wednesdays. I am doing a 1A, B, and C. You can find more about that on Wednesdays. But for October, for today, this is the Saturday series, and this is when I concentrate on one particular stamp set, suite, or bundle, the same as for the Mondays, but they are designed for 2 different kind of genres of stamping. I hear heavy footfalls, and that could be Hank coming in to see about something. Hold on. Nope. Okay, he's not coming here. So this month, for the month of October, I am concentrating on the beautiful Autumn Trees bundle. I'm also using the DSP. Hold on. This is the Autumn Trees dies. So it has, trying to get the big tree die. So it has this die here that goes to this tree. This one that embosses and die cuts these bits, and then there's another little die. Hold on. It's kind of stuck in here. And there's this little die that goes. And then it has dies for this stamp, this one. And there's one that will die cut this out, but there's also one that will just do like the tree trunk. And this one, of course, you could die cut in a solid image and put those 2 together. And these 2 have dies as well. So that's the die bundle that goes with those. I'm just going to tuck those in that envelope and set those aside. Now, this DSP is absolutely gorgeous. It coordinated with the September paper pumpkin. And the DSP that coordinated with that we saw in the preview was this gorgeous fox paper. So we have the fox, we have the stripes, we have the pumpkins. Now, this was part of a suite, and the other bundle in the suite had these pumpkins and gourds, which didn't suit my taste. Not that they're not gorgeous, they are, but I got more for what I could afford to order when I ordered this. And then we have the pheasants in this print. And this is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We're going to be using some of this and some of this print today. And you can see I fussy cut that. So with that being said, I have a sample. I have a couple samples to show you. I don't always do samples, but today we are doing that. So let me tell you a little bit about, while you look at the samples, this is sample number 1, what I do. So for my Saturday series, here's one sample. For my Saturday series, the first Saturday is always designed for the beginner stamper. The second Saturday is always for the casual stamper. The third for the avid. So this is my avid design. And the 4th is for the extreme. The 5th is always a mystery. It's always whatever I think I can come up with. It's a mystery for you and me both, what I can come up with. And this is the card we are going to create. So this is what I started with. This is what I ended up with. Now I did this for 2 reasons. This is Stampin' Up! DSP. This is Stampin' Up! DSP. Let me share with you what's on the backs of them. So this is on the back of the leaves, right? And this wood grain, which is gorgeous, is this one that had that little fox in it. So just so that maybe if you want to do this design and you don't have this DSP, here is another option for you, okay? So these are the papers I used, and I don't know, I have to come up with something else for the background, but I do have, I can Also, for this little piece of cardstock, I could use this wood grain as well. So for my Monday series, those are designed differently as well. The first Monday is always a sketch card. I use sketches out of the catalogs. The second Monday is always a case a card. So I'll be casing a card using this bundle from the catalog. The third is always a shaker card. The fourth is always a fun fold. And the fifth, again, is a mystery as to what I can come up with for you and me both. So hopefully by doing that, number one, I get more use out of whatever it is that I purchase. I create more with what I purchase. And I hope to show you a wide range of ideas for you to use with those products that you also purchase. So I know I don't do a whole lot of promoting. That's not the purpose of my channel. My purpose is I love just to share what I create, and I buy things for me. When I buy something, I buy it because I love it. So that's why I chose the autumn trees. This is right up my alley. I will be making my husband's birthday card. His birthday is in September with this set. I haven't designed that yet, but I will be sharing it with you when I do, because this is right up his alley. Right up his alley, my alley. This is so me. So this is what I started with, right? And these are the little dies. This Give Thanks. Let me share with you some of the things that I brought in to make this card. So I brought in the largest of the everyday detail circles. I liked the little holes around the sides, but you don't have to use that. You could use a deckled circle die. Any circle die you have would work. It's just, I thought that was a nice little detail, so I used those. Now, I love my paper pumpkin stamps, everybody. You know this. And this one had this September 2020s. It has Give Thanks. It was the perfect size for right here in the corner. And these are my Thanksgiving cards. So I thought that Give Thanks was perfect. And then I used, I know it's retired, and there is the Birch 3D embossing folder, but I like the tighter pattern of the wood grain for the timber embossing folder. If you don't have the timber embossing folder, perhaps you have a wood grain stamp. That would give you the same effect. Or, like I said, you could use a wood grain DSP for this piece here. Now, I also used the Painted Harvest Gather Together and Give Thanks. You could also just ink up Give Thanks and stamp it here. And for the inside, you could use I Am Thankful for You or the Kindness one. And I think we're going to use the Kindness one because the stamp that I got at the thrift store the other day, I don't think it stamps straight. It's giving me quite a bit of issue. I'll show you that in a minute. So let me show you what I mean. So I think we're going to do, that's TT, by the way, my little wee chihuahua. She is having, we're going to use Your Kindness Means So Much More Than You Will Ever Know. That was really a nice sentiment. So I think we're going to use that one just because I want to be different. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put that. We'll have to use the shama dance there, the smusha dance, right? So let me show you. So here, it's a little crooked, cockeyed. That was the second attempt, but the first one was even worse. I mean, it's a great stamp. I like it. I just got to figure out why it's so crooked. So these are my first two, and I'm going to walk you through what we used. So I have a cream card base. Now this is a textured card base I got at the thrift store. So it's all good. Layer number one. Yes, it's the DSP, right? Where is it? It is this one. Well, you already seen it. I can't flip it over. That's why I'm pulling the paper. I was like, oh, let me just flip it over. So it's the one with the pheasants. The green one. It's the back of that one, right? And this is the Autumn Toile DSP. So this is layer number 1. That is 4 by 5 1/4. The envelope is a very vanilla envelope. Layer number 2 is 1.5 by 4.5, and this was embossed with the 3D timber embossing folder. The birch 3D embossing folder would work as well. Layer number 3 is the Everyday Detail Dies circle, and this circle is like 3 1/4 inch circle. Layer number 4 is the double deer. I did experimented with several of the deer. So I did one deer in craft. I did a strip of a deer and I colored it in with blends, and I didn't like this version. And this is the one we are going to use, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So I started with a piece of cardstock, and I cut my cardstock to 4 inches here. Pretend that's not there. And I stuck it here, right? So we're going to pretend this is here at the top of the page. And then I'm going to show you how I did this. So I stuck this in here, ran it through my die cutting machine. And now I want an inch strip here. So I'm going to bring my guillotine or trimmer, it's up to you. I'm going to stick this on the line and this on the line at 1 inch. And that looks a little crooked, but that's an inch. There we go. So now I have my strip with my double deers, and that's how I got it. So hopefully that explains how I got my deers and my deer, and I am going to use this one. And then layer number 5, which I didn't write down. Now this piece is 1.5 by 2 3/4, and that was for this little tree branch. The small tree is what I'm going to put down in the description part of the video. The small tree branch. I just die cut this in pecan pie. So now we have all of our pieces ready, and I have this. You could use this. I mean, this would work. Maybe we'll use this on this one, but on my samples, I use this wavy trim. I like the texture of this, but you know, just for today's video, we're going to go ahead and do this one just so I can show you what that looks like as well. So we're going to go ahead and get these. The Stampin' Pierce mat has been elusive. It's been frustrating for me. I have 2. I have lost them all day. I'm constantly looking for them. So I'm going to use my little itty bitty background and pecan pie. And I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm just going to stamp lightly all over. Now I know, because I have samples, right, that my give thanks is here kind of under the rocks. So this is what we're recreating. So where is the give thanks? I just wanted to double check. So I'm going to clean that off. I don't know why I'm cleaning all of these off, but I am. Why? Because we can, right? Because we can. All right. No, this is an early espresso. And I'm just going to use my wee little spot. I do have the big one, but this one's been sitting on my desk here for a while, and I'm just going to keep using it. So I am just going to stamp that. This is really a nice little sentiment size for this card. Give thanks. Now, while we are stamping, oh, that's the envelope that I've already done. Let's go ahead and stamp our envelope. So pecan pie, again, is missing. Let's see. We're going to stamp. This is from the Painted Harvest. Gather and give thanks on the front. And then on the back, we're going to stamp the little deer from the stamp set. You can also stamp him on the card. I'm going to set that aside. I think we're actually going to stamp him on the back as well. Why? Because we can, and it's just nice little, right? Now for this card, you could stamp the little deer like down here, but you could take, because I always forget to do this, we're going to take that little strip of DSP. This is just an offcut, a 1/2 inch by like 4. And I'm going to glue this down at the bottom of the inside of my, oops, which way is my, they're facing up. I don't want one going one and one going the other. And then I accidentally glued one of these to the inside of my first card. It was sitting here and I thought, oh, let's glue that in. Wrong card base. That's all right. And then we're going to do the smoosha dance. And TT is snoring up a storm. Oh, that's so much better. Absolutely beautiful. So with that all being done, I still need Stamp and Pierce mat, everybody, because on my card, if you'll notice, we did a little bit of coloring. I didn't do a whole lot, but I used just one color, just one. I used light crumb cake. And I am just taking it across everything just to give it a little bit of distinction, keeping the colors very neutral, monochromatic, you could say. Maybe I will design my Avid card for my hubby's birthday. I don't know yet. I haven't got that far. But his might be really simple. I really would like to use the pheasant, but I don't know. I'm going to give it another sweeping. You can always deepen the tone by just adding layers of color onto this. So I'm just brushing more color here. All right, that's it. That's it. Da-da-da-da. And we are going to now add a little strip of tear tape. Thank you so much, Carol. Yes, I needed this. And we will use this lovely ribbon instead. I'm going to use it off there, and then I can just trim it off as well. I almost cut my shirt there. You guys didn't see it, of course, but all right. So now I believe we have all of our elements. I was in here for hours cutting, thinking, putting things together, trying to figure out what I was going to do. And I do mean hours. I had such high hopes to do more than what I have done. I'm going to use this large bottle of Tombow for this piece here, just because it has all these nooks and crannies. Trying so hard not to touch it. So I'm going to stick this right there. You could make this into a banner, but I wanted to keep it kind of a clean cut look to it. This piece is just going to get glued down as normal, but we are going to put dimensionals on the deer piece. So this piece is going to go edge to that DSP to this DSP, and we are going to bump all of this up on dimensionals. So I want, or would like, oh, let's take this little chunk. I think I'm going to put 4 across the middle. And those little pieces, I must have cut this for some reason. I'm going to stick there. Now I know this tree is going to go over here, so I want to put this little piece here. Just right there, because I'm going to slide that tree in at the very last bit. Now that looks okay, but what really makes it, I think, come to life is sliding that little bit of that tree. I mean, because look, this is without the tree, okay? But when you put that tree in place, and for some reason this needs more glue over here. It's probably because it's on that embossed image. So I'm just going to add glue here. And slide that in its place. And then we have embellishments to add. Now I'm not adding any Wink of Stella, anything else on this, and I'm looking for my embellishments. These are the ones that I chose, and I chose just the little ones. That one I keep trying to scoot up, and it doesn't want to scoot up any. It says, leave me alone. I am right where I want to be. So I'm going to start, for some reason, I have to start at the base of the tree. And right there. And I could have moved them further down, but that's where they are now because I really stuck them there. So that's where my little embellishments are for this card, everybody. So what do you think? Do you like it? Because I think it's adorable. And I love the sentiment much better than the Give Thanks, which is cricket, cricket, cricket. But you do have, this one I didn't do any dimensionals on this one here. But there are options. So if you, and this tree here is in craft, not pecan pie. So hopefully you like what I've come up for the Avid card. I just love the set. There's not enough I can say about it because I think it's beautiful. The DSP is beautiful. The dies. I need to work on the coloring. Okay, so yes, I need to work on some coloring, but the DSP is so pretty. You can do without the coloring and just use the DSP as well. And the dies are just standalone all by themselves. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you all again here soon in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.